that if we had to ask all the commentators to put necks on the line, who do we think is going to be in the playoffs, I think we would firmly say that the Royals, even though they've only played one game, on paper, and no game's ever been won on paper, but on paper they certainly look a side that will get through to the playoffs. Be easy to say the Bolts though, wouldn't it? Because they 3 from 3.
Yeah, 3 from 3, but very hard to pick right now the top 4 teams who will make it into the playoffs. Nevertheless, they'll want to start off things, particularly Kathmandu Gorkhas after yesterday's fine win, to put another one across the formidable Sudurpaschim Royals. We have lots more lined up, the big toss also coming up. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere. Don't look at me like that, I did see you.
Have you ever dreamed of owning a business? The Alibaba.com app is the perfect place to get started. The Alibaba.com app is the perfect place to get started.
Neoco world-class range of solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys र gas hobsले तपाईं र तपाईंको घरको पूर्ण रूपमा केयर गर्छ किनकि नियोले बुझेको छ your way of quality living. Winter Fresh, freshness that bonds.
Himsta for a complete home.
म त पैसा लिन्छु आइमी पेमा चाहियो के र खर्च गर्न सजिलो कार्डबाटै किन्छु म लिन्छु म ब्याज पनि पाइन्छ हो विदेशबाट आएको रकम वेलकम टु आइमी पे वालेट आइमी पे भए चाहियो के छ सबै सेट.
And the winner of Miss Nepal World 2023 is Miss DHI, Sricha Pradhan.
Namaskar, म Miss Nepal र Miss DHI, Sricha Pradhan. मेरो यो जितको खुसी.
Welcome back to the Tribhuvan University International Stadium. Here we're gearing up for match number 9. Huge turnout yet again, all in attendance to see their superstars in the middle. That's Dipendra Singh Airi and Karan KSC. It's a massive turnout. It's a weekday. We talk about the controllables, the uncontrollables, HD. What are your thoughts on the toss, the flip of the coin? How much of bearing it's had on the outcome?
It looks as though the captains that win the toss like to chase. The results certainly say that that's the way to go. I'm a little old school. I don't think it really matters. I think the toss the coin just starts the match. But if you do bat first, you can't just go out there and lose 4 or 5 wickets inside the power play. You're dead in the water. You need to be smart the way you play. It seems hitting down the ground is the way to play here. All those players who've looked it down the ground have been successful. You need to post something. If you post something, then you can defend. So 160, 170 if you bat first.
Right, thanks for that perspective. What do the captains have to do where they know best? Andrew Leonard was sometime back with both the captains, Karan KC and Dipendra Singh Airi, for the flip of the coin.
Okay, time for the toss now in the afternoon match, and it's going to be a big one. The Sudurpaschim Royals are taking on the Kathmandu Gorkhas. The key men are alongside me in the middle. Karan KC, Dipendra Singh Airi, and the ICC match referee, Mr. Manu Nair. Karan, I think you've got the coin. Give it a toss.
Heads is the call.
Heads is the call. And it comes down as a tail. KC, stay there, mate. Stay where you are. You've won the toss. What are you going to do, please, and why?
We are doing bowling first.
Okay, why is that?
I think last game, we chased, and even the last game of yesterday game, so it's easy to chase, I think. So we want to use a short boundary as well.
You had a big impact on that game with your batting. You must have been very pleased with your performance and your team's performance.
I think it's all about team. The role I giving to my team, it's my national team role as well. So I'm very happy with my performance, and I want to carry this in this game as well.
Final question, do you have any changes to your starting 11 today?
Yeah, we have one change, Dipesh Kondel out, and we have Pratik Shrestha in.
Okay, mate, very best of luck, nice to see you. So Karen Casey choosing to continue that trend. Ball first. Dipendra, what would you have done?
Bat.
You would have liked to have batted first. Brilliant win in your first game. You will hope to continue that today?
Yes.
You can answer in Nepali if you like. What is it that you've been pleased with so far for Sudurpaschim?
All good.
Okay, all good. What about your fans? The fans have been absolutely sensational.
Yeah, they are supporting me, and they have.
Okay, final question. What about your starting 11? Any changes today?
Yeah, we have two changes. Amit and Basant out, and Mustafa and Nareni.
Continue to let that bat do the talking, Dipendra.
Thank you.
That's my man. Okay, that's going to wrap it up here at the toss. The Kathmandu Gorkhas, they've won the toss. They're going to have a ball first.
All right, both captains getting what they wanted to do. Kathmandu Gorkhas bowling first, and they had that one change. 19-year-old Pratik Shrestha coming in, bowls a bit of off, and also a good batter. There's not been amongst runs in the domestic circuit, and two changes there for the Sudurpaschim Royals. Rohan Mustafa coming in.
Yeah, Rohan Mustafa from the UAE, I think left-handed batter, Rohan Mustafa. Man of few words, isn't he? Dipendra Singh Airy does his talking with bat, ball and in the field. Two very strong sides. We've heard the captains are pretty confident now that they both have a win under their belts, but the Gorkhas are going to need more from the likes of Levitt and Eskenazi, and maybe one or two of the locals as well. The Royals, well, they were absolutely superb in their first game. They'll want to replicate that.
Yeah, Karan Casey believes the momentum is with him after that big chase that they put across against the Karnali Yaks. Just backing his side, you'll get to see all the teams getting into their huddle as well. Brendan McMullen was impressive too the other day, HD.
Yeah, the Scotsman, he's well thought of around the world as well, and we get very excited. We get very excited, Mikhail, when associate teams get well thought of, especially their players. And we're starting to see Brendan McMullen now is being selected in a lot of these big leagues around the world. So it's a bit of a coup to get him here in the inaugural edition of the Nepal Premier League. He's exceptional with the bat, very fine player, and he will produce some entertainment for us at some stage in this tournament.
Yeah, make no mistake, we keep talking about the impact the overseas players made, but last evening it was the local talent, the Nepal players who stood up and really got the wins. Lokesh Bam for that matter, Sumit Maharajan for that matter, and we did see Ishan Pandey as well the other day for the respective side of his. So all of it, the health of the league looks good when your local talent starts showing up, HD.
That's the way the league survives, that's the way the league thrives, is when the local players do well, and I think we have started to see that. I was a little bit nervous in first game and second game because I thought they're such lovely people, the Nepalese, that one or two of the younger players might be a little bit intimidated in the dressing room sitting alongside some of the great players that are within these teams. But they've settled in well now, and we're starting to see some real match-winning performances from the locals.
Right, we all set for game number 9. The umpires have made their way to the middle, so are the players as well. The next voice that you'll be hearing is that of Andrew Linnard and Sridharan Sriram.
Yeah, many thanks, Mikhail and HD. Really enjoying their analysis and the build-up to what is going to be a really big contest. You have to sense that both of these sides will fancy their chances. Whoever does win today's game, it's too early to be thinking about the playoffs just yet, but they'll certainly be advancing their playoff hopes. Remember, both are on 2 points, but the Kathmandu Gorkhas have won 1 and lost 1, whereas the Sudurpaschim Royals are unbeaten on those 2 points after an outstanding performance against the Bharatnagar Kings. They were simply far too good for them. And the man of few words, Dipendra Singh Airy, whether it's in English or in Nepali, he doesn't like to say too much. He just lets all of his actions do the talking. Now we're going to see the opening batters. Let's get a look here. Saif Ali Zaib it will be up at the top from England. Another one of the proliferation of county cricketers that are in this league. 10 altogether of the 39 overseas players that we have come from English county cricket, and plenty of them with very good records, just like this man. He's got that good strike rate too, up at 140. It's going to be a slight change that has gone out of the team, so that means that Zaib up to open the Binod Bandari, he was the winner of the Ensel, Super 4's hitter. He hit 4 in that game. He made 23 off 20 deliveries, and who's one of those players was part of the 14 World Cup squad. He's there. Open the bowling. It will be Karen Watt, and absolutely exceptional. Did it with the bat the other day. He'll have work to do with the ball to start with. So Saif Ali Zaib will take strike. Just waiting for play to start. Gives me a quick opportunity to introduce Shriram. Shriram could be in for a cracking contest here, I suspect.
Yeah, two very, very good teams. The peak of their powers. Gorkhas coming off a win. Sudurpaschim Royals was so dominant in the only game they've played. Confidence. So it's a very, very for both these teams. The locals have really stood up and done well. So Karan Casey is taking his time setting the field. He's got a left-hander to contend with. He's bowling from the far end of the ground. Someone who can get a bit of shape into the left-hander. Saif Ali Zaib, as just Lenny mentioned, promoted to open the batting.
Clock ticks over to 1 p.m. local time here in Nepal. We're all set for the latest contest. Match number 9. Let's go. And runs immediately. If you're wondering why there's such raucous cheers, there is no doubt about it. It may only be season 1, but the team in yellow, just like south of the border, down somewhere where you know ever so well, Chennai, the Sudurpaschim Royals, the best supported team in this inaugural edition.
Yeah, yellows are always very well supported, and everyone wants to be Dipendra Singh Airi. That's whatever. He's one of the most popular cricketers here, isn't he?
He's one of the most popular cricketers in the associate game, full stop. You can understand why. It's that energy, that intensity, that brilliance he brings to the game. And he does have this remarkable disparity. Many have been criticising him in ODI cricket because he's struggling. He's averaging 17, 18 with the bats. But I think often if you look purely at his numbers, you're not actually understanding the impact he has on the team. Fielding, leadership in this case for the Royals. His bowling is massively underrated in my opinion, often highly economical. Put away, but action out there, a well-placed fielder, Bim Sharkey, another national team player who, such as the adrenaline with all the fans roaring, flings it over the head of the keeper.
Already looks like Saif Ali Zaib is going to enjoy batting on the surface, and he's going to enjoy the new ball. Batting at number 5, plays for Northampton. Generally a middle order batter, but he would love the opportunity to go up the order and take advantage of the fielding restrictions. It's a busy player, runs well between wickets. Yeah, Airi, the energy he brings to the crease in terms of running between the wickets, it's just a sight to behold. And I've been thoroughly impressed with the energy all the Nepali youngsters have shown.
Down the track, Binod Bandari slashes that one away for 4, not where he intended it. That matters not. He hit 4 fours the other day. His very first delivery today, he goes straight to the ropes.
Yeah, again, created room for himself by stepping out and backing away a little bit, and able to free his arms. And if you got to go for it full. It's high and handsome into the 3rd boundary. No chance for the fielder there. Karan Casey concedes his first boundary.
And it's a Super 4 powered by Ensel 4G. Flies to the rope. Outfield looks to me to be getting a bit quicker, if anything. This time goes through the covers. This one's going to challenge the rope, but Herod Erasmus is a fine fielder, cuts it off, keeps it to 2.
Early indications it's going to be a high-scoring screamer. Yeah, wicket looks good. Whatever moisture in the morning has been dried out. Ball coming onto the bat. There's a bit of bounce as well. Bandari is not holding back. He loves the aggressive route. That's good piece of fielding from Erasmus, who was so good in the last game, both with bat and ball. Handy offie. I suspect we'll see him very soon, given that there's a left-hander at the crease.
I think it's the beginning of a trend we're going to see develop throughout the tournament. The morning games lower scoring, the higher get through to the afternoon, really high scoring contests. Love that from the umpire cam. You literally see KC zoom by him and the outside edge is beaten. It's 9 for none.
आफ्ना हरेक चिन्ताहरू अब हामीलाई छोडिदिनुस्। तपाईको भोलिको भरपर्दो साथी सानीमा रिलायन्स लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स खुलेर जियौं।
Pond Superlight Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
And for the Royals, Brandon McMullen, who has is lighting up the associate game in demand around the world. We're watching Saif Ali Zaid. Scott Cooper. He is here. Rashid to open. I'm going to give you a nice story of Rohan Mustafa. Still in here. With the crowd and winding them up sometimes, and when he's been playing for UAE, he got himself involved in incidents as all the fans on social media. And I'm not sure if we can see him there. That's the Gorkhas bench. See if we can find him. But Rohan Mustafa is definitely someone who is going to get a big roar when he comes to the middle. He took 1 wicket last year in a game that was to go to the Asia Cup. It was the final of the ACC Premier at this ground. There must have been 35,000. Great innovation, scoop round the corner. 1 bounce, another boundary 4.
Yeah, we always say target the side screen, but the side screen on the other side now has been targeted. Lovely shot from Saif Ali Zaid. Great innovation, great execution. Another of those super fours powered by Encel 4G, and every time such a boundary is hit, 4 education kits are provided to school children, powered by the Encel Foundation as well. Great initiative. Are you talking about that game which was fading away in the darkness?
Actually not. There was 2 iconic contests as they would get back for the second that are known as famously as the Associate El Clasico. That one you're talking about was the 16th of March, which was the final game of ICC Men's Cricket World Cup League 2. Coming into that run of 12 ODIs, Nepal needed to win 7 of them to preserve status for certain. Desai arrived. Could Nepal cling on to their ODI status or not? Then they went on this remarkable, truly almost ridiculous run, really, where they won 11 from 12. Monty Desai said each match is almost deserving of a Netflix episode, and it ended in the fading light. But then, about 6 weeks later, Nepal hosting the ACC Premier, with the winners getting that big ticket of going to play against India and Pakistan. It was at this ground, and it was all about one man, Gulshan Jah. UAE had been rolled out. It was across 2 days because we had a thunderstorm. Made 117. Then Mustafa got an early wicket and he sprinted out. I think it was Kushal Bertelli got out in the second over. Sprinted out towards, and this place was packed. I mean, never seen anything like it. And he lay down, I don't know, almost like a model on the outfield. And as you can imagine, he was almost inciting the crowd. He picked up another wicket. He bowled brilliantly that day, 2 for 13. But Gulshan Jha, promoted up to number 3, made 67 not out. And Nepal got to go and play India and Pakistan for the first time, as they're going to get an overthrow here. Levitt it is doing the backing up. They'll get one, they'll think of the second. Oh, and Michael Levitt, very sloppy. The ball and kept.
Really good awareness. Yeah, a bit. Straight to the fielder. Throw was at the non-strikers end. Was close. Levitt good backing up. But then he thought they weren't going to take another run. Because the batsman was on the floor, but he was quick to recover, Bandari. Got there. Good awareness from the batter. And Saif Ali Zeb is back on strike.
Great call, great awareness. Bowled him, bowled him, bowled him. Straight through. Rashid Khan points at the stumps. He tells Ali Zeb that's where it's hit. He's been castled, and the Gorkhas have the first wicket.
Nepal. Known to do. The first one that he scooped was on pace. This was no pace at all. Terrific delivery, back of the hand probably. Yes, it was. Great execution. Saif Ali Zeb misses and Rashid Khan hits. One down now and an early strike for the young bowler. Terrific to see. Sudurpaschim Royals have been rocked early. Their overseas promoted to open the batting is gone for 11. And they are 17 for 1 after 2.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
DHI happier home. Today sahi.